The Valdorian Empire stretched across 17 star systems, its crystalline towers piercing the atmospheres of a dozen worlds. Yet within the grand palace of Jator Prime, the most powerful being in known space lay dying. Emperor Kraveth XIV writhed on his regeneration platform, his 6 limbs trembling as waves of pain coursed through his chitinous body. The finest physicians from every corner of the empire surrounded him. Valdorian biomancers, Quellan surgeons with their 1,000 precise appendages, even the mysterious void priests who claimed to commune with the space between atoms. None could identify the poison burning through his neural pathways. 3 cycles, Chief Physician Molterra announced, her voice heavy with defeat. The Emperor has 3 cycles remaining before total system collapse. In the observation gallery above, 12-year-old Calvin pressed his face against the transparent aluminum, watching the alien doctors work with a mixture of fascination and horror. His mother, Emery, stood beside him, her medical scanner, a simple human device, clutched in her hands. "Mom, can't you help them?" Calvin whispered. Emery shook her head, exhaustion evident in her eyes. She'd been awake for 36 hours, ever since the Imperial Guard had arrived at their modest habitat on the frontier world of New Terra, demanding her expertise. As the only xenobiologist within 10 parsecs, she'd been conscripted to consult on the Emperor's mysterious ailment. "I've told them everything I know," she said quietly. "Human medicine is centuries behind Valdorian technology. What could I possibly offer?" But Calvin wasn't convinced. He'd seen his mother work miracles in their small clinic on New Terra, treating colonists and aliens alike with nothing but determination and improvised equipment. While other doctors had turned away the strange and the unfamiliar, Emery had taught herself 17 different anatomies and saved lives that others had deemed hopeless. "You always say that humans see problems differently," Calvin reminded her. "Maybe that's what they need." Down in the medical chamber, Emperor Kraveth convulsed again. Alarms shrieked across a dozen monitoring systems. The physicians scrambled, administering treatments that had no effect, running scans that revealed nothing new. Emery watched them work, her analytical mind cataloging every action, every reaction. They were brilliant, yes, far more advanced than any human doctor. But they were also following protocols, applying known solutions to known problems. What if this wasn't a known problem? "The temporal signature is fluctuating," one physician announced. "Increase the stasis field," another commanded. Emery's eyes widened. "Wait," she breathed. "Mom, they're treating him for poison," Emery said, her words coming faster now. "But what if it's not poison at all? What if it's the treatment?" Before Calvin could respond, his mother was moving, pushing past the Imperial guards at the gallery door, ignoring their protests as she descended the stairs to the medical chamber. The physicians turned as she burst through the sterile field, their alien faces registering shock at the intrusion. "Stop the stasis field," Emery shouted. Chief Physician Molterra's mandibles clicked in agitation. "Human, you overstep. The stasis field is the only thing keeping His Majesty's cellular structure from..." "From what?" "Changing," Emery interrupted, holding up her scanner. "Your equipment is too sophisticated. It can't see what's happening because it's compensating for variables that don't exist in Valdorian biology." She thrust the scanner forward, displaying a simple molecular diagram that her device had captured. "This isn't poison. It's a metamorphic trigger. The Emperor isn't dying, he's evolving." Silence fell across the chamber. The physicians stared at the crude human readout with expressions ranging from disbelief to dawning horror. "Impossible," Molterra whispered. "Valdorians do not undergo metamorphosis. That trait was evolved away 17 million years ago." "Are you certain?" Emery challenged. "Because my scanner shows markers consistent with every metamorphic species I've studied. And your stasis field, designed to preserve the Emperor's current state, is fighting against a natural biological process. You're not treating him. You're killing him." The void priest stepped forward, his robes shimmering with contained energy. "The human may be correct. Ancient texts speak of the first emperors, who transformed at the height of their power. We believe these were merely legends." "Legends," Emery said firmly, "are often forgotten biology." For a heartbeat, no one moved. Then Emperor Kraveth convulsed again, and Chief Physician Molterra made her decision. "Deactivate the stasis field. All of it. But the protocols, now, the humming field collapsed. Immediately, the Emperor's body began to change, not deteriorating, but transforming. His chitin shifted through colors never seen in modern Valdorians. Deep purples, iridescent golds, shimmering blacks. His body temperature skyrocketed, then plummeted. Every scanner in the room went haywire. His neural patterns are multiplying, a technician announced in awe. Muscle density increasing by 40%. Another added. Calvin watched from the gallery as his mother stood calmly amidst the chaos, monitoring her simple scanner while the alien technology around her struggled to comprehend what was happening. She looked small compared to the towering Valdorians, insignificant compared to their advanced civilization. But she had seen what they could not, understood what their sophistication had blinded them to. 3 hours later, Emperor Kraveth 14 rose from his platform. He stood taller now, his chitin gleaming with colors thought extinct, his eyes burning with an intelligence that made even the void priests step back in reverence. The human physician, his voice resonated with newfound depth. "Where is she?" Emery stepped forward, exhausted but steady. "Here, Your Majesty." The Emperor studied her with his transformed vision, seeing perhaps for the first time the strength that came not from technology or tradition, but from the simple human ability to question, to adapt, to see beyond the obvious. "You have saved not just my life," Kraveth said slowly, "but awakened something lost to my people. Name your reward." Emery glanced up at Calvin, who gave her an encouraging smile. She thought of their small clinic on New Terra, of the patients who needed her, of the simple life they'd built together. "Safe passage home," she said simply. And perhaps recognition that sometimes the most advanced solution isn't the best one. Sometimes you need fresh eyes. Human eyes. The Emperor's mandibles curved in what might have been a smile. "Then let it be known across the Empire. The human Emery, healer of New Terra, has accomplished what our greatest minds could not. Let her name be recorded in the Imperial archives, and let all species remember. Wisdom comes not from superiority, but from the courage to see differently." As mother and son departed the Grand Palace, Calvin squeezed his mother's hand. "Think they'll remember?" Emery smiled, thinking of the single mom who'd come to an alien world with nothing but determination and a second-hand medical scanner, who'd raised her son while learning alien anatomy from salvaged textbooks, who'd just saved an empire by refusing to be intimidated by those who thought themselves superior. "They'll remember," she said. "Humans always find a way to make an impression." Behind them, in the heart of the Valdorian Empire, a new age was beginning, one where ancient instincts awakened and the galaxy learned that sometimes the smallest voice carries the most important truth. Sometimes humanity doesn't just survive. Humanity teaches others how to thrive.